Good afternoon to you. This is the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I am Olusegun Fawole. President Bola Tinubu held a closed-door meeting with the service chiefs at the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Abuja, marking his first engagement with the military high command since swearing in retired General Christopher Musa as the new Minister of Defense. While the official agenda remains undisclosed, the meeting comes amid mounting security concerns, including the ongoing captivity of 115 students kidnapped from a Catholic boarding school in November, and the recent approval by Nigeria's Senate for troop deployments to Benin Republic following an attempted coup. The engagement also became necessary as the Nigerian Air Force recently conducted precision air interdiction missions at Daba Masara, a known terrorist location in the southern turbans of Borno State, on December 14, where the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimen Ejodame, confirmed the destruction of the vehicles and neutralization of terrorist elements. President Bola Tinubu has stated that his predecessor, the late Muhammadu Buhari, taught Nigerians, particularly politicians, that public office was a sacred trust, not a personal windfall. Tinubu said this at the official launch of a 606-page biography at the State House Conference Center, Abuja, describing Buhari as a leader whose reputation for integrity, discipline, and modest living endured long after leaving office. He added that the true measure of Buhari's leadership was not the offices he occupied or the privileges that came with power, but his legacy that persists, stating that the late former president left behind a legacy defined by honesty, restraint, and firm belief that leadership was anchored on service. Meanwhile, the federal government has inaugurated Nigeria's third National Action Plan, NAP3, on the implementation of the United Nations Security Council Resolution UNSCR 1325 on women, peace, and security, reaffirming Nigeria's commitment to inclusion, gender equality, and sustainable peace. Inaugurated in Abuja by the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, in partnership with the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, the First Lady said the resilience of women reinforced the need to keep the women, peace, and security agenda at the forefront of all national priorities. Wife of Deputy Senate President Leila Barrow, who represented Remi Tinubu, encouraged all stakeholders, especially state governments, to champion the implementation of the action plan with urgency and dedication. She also urged security agencies to intensify gender-sensitive reforms to ensure the full implementation of a just and equitable society. The Nigeria Police Force, NPF, has resumed the enforcement of the tinted glass permit policy, pending the final determination of the matter currently before the court. A statement issued by the Force Public Relations Officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, said the decision followed a careful review of emerging security concerns and the need to ensure the safety of all citizens. Similarly, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, assures the public that the renewed enforcement will be carried out with utmost professionalism, respect for the rights of citizens, and in accordance with extant laws. The IGP added that motorists who require the tinted glass permit are encouraged to apply through the approved channels and ensure that their vehicles comply with legal procedures. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has announced that the 32-kilometer first segment of the ongoing Ibadan Circular Road will be commissioned by February 2026. This announcement was made in Lagos during the unveiling of the Oyo at 50 logo, which had in attendance traditional rulers and thought leaders. Governor Makinde then urged stakeholders to address the state's challenges and advance overall development.
To say thank you to everyone that has contributed one way or the other to making Oyo State what it is for 50 years. So the 32-kilometer segment from TechU, Titi Tofide, Tofide, Ibadan Ife Road will be commissioned around the time, February 1st, 2nd, or 3rd.
The event included the release of ceremonial golden anniversary balloons and the awarding of the best logo designer, whose work will serve as the visual representation of Oyo's journey and future aspirations.
The logo actually speaks about Oyo State generally. If you notice here, you will see the stars about the 33 local governments in Oyo State. Then the other post that is passing out here speaks about the 6th geopolitical zone in Oyo State.
The planning committee, led by former Representative Saheed Akinade Fijabi, is responsible for coordinating the 50-day countdown and ensuring the celebrations reflect both the state's history and its development goals.
As we count down to this landmark celebration, I want to assure the good people of Oyo State, both indigenous residents, that the Oyo State at 50 celebration will be an inclusive, reflective, and looking forward program.
The forthcoming anniversary is anticipated to highlight Oyo's past achievement while inspiring collective efforts to overcome present difficulties, reinforcing the state's aspiration to reclaim its leading role in Nigeria's socio-economic landscape. The participants of this year's Christmas Fiesta of Dominion Broadcast Group have expressed their utmost joy, describing the station as a rare one in Oyo State with fascinating equipment. Speaking with Dominion News, some teachers in their speech stated that the experience at the station shows a clear difference from other stations they have been to for the same purpose, stressing that the station ticket of just 3,000 naira comes with a lot more than expected.
There's a big difference, a huge difference. I'm so surprised that we can see this kind of thing here. I'm very, very happy to be here. The money we paid is lower than what we are seeing. It's lesser than what we are seeing. The ones we've been through, they tried, but this one, kudos.
Yeah, being here, in fact, is a great moment for me that I really wish for again and again, because it's been a while I go out and have fun like this. In fact, coming in here, because we had access into the control room, we went into every section here, especially the TV sections, where news was being showed out there. In fact, I really enjoyed it. I know and I can tell everyone out there that it goes beyond the amount paid. And the fun we've been having here ever since we came here, in fact, it's been tremendous.
Meanwhile, some students equally expressed their joy, wishing for another time out at the station.
A lot. Like I would like to come to Dominion Television again. I would like to come back to this place again. I had a lot of experience. The bicycle to the studio. When we got inside, everything was like as if we're in heaven.
I love dancing and I dance. I also love drumming and I also drum. I like the dance competition here and the weather is cool.
The participants of this Christmas fiesta stand a chance of meeting with their favorite on-air personalities of all time and win different gifts, amongst other exciting things, to make it memorable. And now to the foreign scene. The rebel coalition alliance Fleuve Congo, AFC M23, has announced a conditional withdrawal of its fighters from the strategic city of Uvira in South Kivu province. in a significant development in the long-running conflict in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. In a written statement on social media, the AFC M23 said the pullback from Uvira is a trust-building measure intended to support ongoing negotiations under the Doha Peace Framework, where Congolese authorities and rebel representatives have been engaged in efforts aimed at ending hostilities. The move follows intense international pressure, particularly from the United States and other partners, urging all parties to uphold recent brokered peace arrangements and avoid further bloodshed. The group framed the decision as a step towards strengthening dialogue and revitalizing peace talks. Thailand's authorities says it is working out how to repatriate up to 6,000 citizens unable to return home through a major border crossing in Cambodia closed as fighting along the contested border extended into a second week. From reports, the militaries of the Southeast Asian neighbors are clashing at several locations on their 817-kilometer land border, with both expressing no signs of abatement, despite international efforts to negotiate a ceasefire. Cambodia Defense Ministry also reiterated that its forces would continue to stand strong, brave and steadfast in the fight. In a new development, Malaysia says it is now set to host a special meeting of Southeast Asian foreign ministers next week as the regional bloc tries to re-establish the ceasefire. The United States Southern Command has said that it carried out strikes on 3 vessels in international waters, killing 8 men. The military said in a post on X that it confirmed through intelligence that the vessels were transiting along known narco-trafficking routes in the Eastern Pacific and were engaged in narco-trafficking. Meanwhile, the strikes are viewed as the precursor to United States land strikes on Venezuela that Trump has said will soon start. And now to sport. Bournemouth manager Andoni Iraola admitted his side suffered due to Manchester United's tweak tactical approach in their recent clash, which ended up in stalemate. Ruben Amorim tweaked his formation to face Bournemouth, and the change helped United to create plenty of chances in an entertaining 4-4 draw. Amorim admitted during his post-match press conference that the 2 points were dropped in the first half by United, failing to put themselves out of sight. Meanwhile, Iraola said the twists and turns were really difficult to explaining when he addressed the media. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn @Dominion Broadcast, and on X @DominionCast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. I am Olusegun Fawole. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.
passion, pride, and power. Across this vast continent, the game runs deep. In every back alley, beach, and pitch, a billion hearts beat to one rhythm, the Africa Cup of Nations. We remember the kings of Cairo, when Zambia shocked the world, when Nigeria soared, the dreamers of Yaoundé, when Senegal stood tall. Last time, the elephants rose. From the thunder of Casablanca to the lights of Marrakesh, the stage is set in Morocco. This is where the past meets the present, where new stories begin. 24 nations, one trophy, but no script.
Oh, what a strike!
The drums return. The ground shakes. The continent rises. This is AFCON 2025. This is ours.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y feliz